Hi and welcome to MRTV Business. This is the unboxing of the StarVR One, most probably even the very first unboxing of the headset on YouTube ever. So, for all of you who are wondering, what is the StarVR One? Well, this is a VR headset manufactured by StarVR, which belongs to Acer. And this headset is not made for consumers in mind, but for enterprise customers. So this headset directly competes with Vario and the Xtel. It's going to set you back $3,200, and what you get for that money I'm going to show you in this video, and all of this is coming up. Welcome back again to MRTV Business. My name is Sebastian, and on this channel I'm going to show you how VR and AR can benefit your business by showing you the latest hardware and also the latest software solutions to optimize your workflows. So if that's interesting to you, please do subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And finally, here it is. This is the StarVR One. This VR headset was made for enterprise customers who are looking for the VR headset with the widest FOV on the market. This device has an FOV of 210 degrees horizontally and 130 degrees vertically. The company says that they've actually achieved a human vision FOV. The headset comes with custom-made RGB OLED displays, each with a resolution of around 1800 x 1400 pixels per eye. And you should absolutely watch my first impressions of the StarVR One that I had when I checked this out for the first time around 2 years ago at the IFA exhibition in Berlin. And you can check the video here. But now, without further ado, let's check out what's in the box. First things first, this is the box that the StarVR One comes in, a simple yet elegant black box with the StarVR logo on the front. Okay, let's open this up, and once we open this up, we directly see it. There it is, the StarVR One. And there is something else, and let's check this out. This actually is a USB stick with the StarVR logo, and as I found out later, it comes with some files that are really important for the display optimization. Alright, let's get the StarVR One out there and let's have a look. First of all, what you can tell, it's way smaller than you would imagine it to be, and it's also really light. It's lighter than the Index, and it's also lighter than the Pimax headsets. So once you get it out, there's still some protective foil, and I need to get rid of this for you to show you the StarVR One in its full glory. So let's get rid of this, and then I'm going to show you the freshly peeled StarVR One. And here we go. And again, yes, this is really light. I'm so used to the Valve Index now that I can easily tell the difference, and I can easily tell that this is lighter than the Valve Index. This headset is tracked by the SteamVR Lighthouse tracking system, and therefore you have these typical sensors that you can see all over the headset. The StarVR One comes with a rigid head strap, just like this one here, and it's very similar to what we see also with the Valve Index. However, we do not have headphones here, so customers have to come up with their own solution. Also, we do not have a manual IPD adjustment. The user's IPD is measured automatically with the Tobii eye tracking, and the picture is automatically adjusted towards the user's IPD. How well that actually works, I'm going to find out for you in the full review of the StarVR One. Now we're taking a look at the Fresnel lenses here, and as you can tell, these lenses are really huge. No comparison to what we see in the Valve Index, for example, and also quite different from what we have with the Pimax headsets. Let's have a look at the cables here that are coming out of the headset directly, and we have two USB-C connectors here, and they are going to be connected to a longer cable, but more about that later. So let's have a look here at the facial padding. It feels very good, very soft to the touch, but more cloth-like than foam. I suppose it's foam that has a cloth covering it. So a very interesting material, very high quality. And the good thing, of course, again, you can simply detach it It's velcroed onto the device, so if you would like to exchange it, you can. And thanks to this little plastic part, it will always perfectly fit back into the right position. Very nicely done. The same material is also being used here for the head strap, and just like the face padding, you can also remove that because it's also velcroed on. And that of course is great news because these parts will wear out on the long run, and then you'll be glad that you can exchange them, especially in a professional setting. And also the part here on the side, this part here, it's also velcroed on, so you can exchange the whole padding. So here, this is a 3.5mm audio jack for the headphones and the mic. And well, this part I don't really like so much because the cable, as you can tell, it's pretty long and it simply doesn't look like a very elegant solution. The head strap is adjustable by using this knob here, just like on the Valve Index or the Rift S. And well, actually, it even feels better than the knob on the Valve Index or on the Rift S. Very satisfying indeed. Alright, and there's one more head strap here, this one, and you can also adjust it by using Velcro. Now let's directly compare the size of the StarVR One with other headsets. This comparison is the comparison with the Valve Index on the right. And as you can tell, yes, the StarVR One is a bit bigger, but the footprint is not so much bigger than that of the Valve Index, and that surprised me actually. Now here on the right you can see the Pimax 8KX, and here you can see that the Pimax 8KX is way bigger, even though the FOV is quite a bit smaller than on the StarVR One. Now the weigh-in. The StarVR One comes in at 629 grams. The Valve Index comes in at 718 grams. And last but not least, the Pimax 8KX, the last contender, weighs in at 783 grams. Alright, let's check out what's in the other small boxes. So here, first of all, this is a breakout box, just like you know it from the Vive or the Vive Pro. On this side, you have two USB-C ports. These connect to the StarVR One via the long cable. And on the other side, you have 4 ports, 2 display ports, and 2 USB-A ports, and the power supply. Other than that, we have the power plugs here. This is the European version, but we also have the North American one, and we have the UK one and an Asian one. So everyone will be able to power up this StarVR One. And here is the power adapter. Okay, one little box left, and this little box is also full of cables. So here we have the cables that connect from the breakout box to your PC. So 2 DisplayPort cables and 2 USB-A cables, and this is the long cable that will connect the breakout box to your StarVR One. On one side it has 2 USB-C ports, and on the other side it has 2 USB-C plugs. Alright, so that was the unboxing of the StarVR One, and from my first impressions I can tell you it's so surprising how light the device feels and what a small footprint this whole thing has. Because if you hear like, okay, this has 210 degrees FOV, super wide, then you would think like this must be like a huge device, but it is not. As you've seen in the comparison with the Valve Index and the Pimax 8KX. Also, what I really like about the headset is the quality, of course, the build quality, and the material here used for the paddings. It feels soft, it feels like just super nice quality. Yeah, as you know, all of my unboxings, they come with a face-on test where I put them on for the first time. Now this is the second time. First time was at the IFA exhibition in Berlin like 2 years ago, and at that time I was pretty impressed also by how light it is and how comfortable it was, especially because of this headband here, where if you turn the knob like on 3 different places, it will change the size. So now here we are, like 2 years later, and let's see. Let's put this on and let me tell you about the comfort. All right, yeah, what can I tell you? The same as last time. The first impression is it's very light. It's super balanced on my head. It feels like the valve index, but lighter. So this is for sure really good to know. And yeah, this is great. Really good. But you know, this time I'm also going to turn it on as well and give you my very, very first impressions of how it is when you turn it on, and then have a look through it. Let me show you how I connected it. So here first, the short cables are connected to the longer cable via the USB-C connections. Then this is connected to the breakout box, and out of the breakout box you will see two display ports going into either one GPU or two, and you have two USB-A connections and the power. And as you can tell here, the cable is a really long one, and I'm going to measure it for the full review. Now, these are the contents of the USB stick that came with my StarVR One, and it tells me to install the Compass software and to import the display optimization files that can be found on that USB stick. The Compass software is to StarVR One what PyTool is to the Pimax headsets. You could say that this is the interface to SteamVR. And as you can tell here, I also had to install the Tobii eye tracking software. Then I had to start SteamVR, and then the StarVR One was already directly recognized, and you're going to see that here in a moment. Here it is. Now at that moment in time, I already had a peek through the StarVR One, and the picture looked a bit blurry, and I could even see some Mura there. That's where the display optimization files on the USB stick came in. I imported them, and after I did so, as I show here in the video, these problems were gone and the picture looked as it's supposed to look. Then I checked it out, and these impressions I'm going to show you now. This is so huge, the FOV, my goodness. Wow, okay, so let me set this up. So what I see now, there's some lines and they are red, and I have to align something, and then they will become green. And that's for aligning my eyes correctly. Now it's green, and now it automatically measured my IPD, which it said 64.8. Okay, so, oops. Wow. Yes. The FOV is unbelievable. So yeah, that's just as I can remember. Everything is just screen. The FOV is huge. And would I say that's human vision? Yeah, I would say so. I can only see screen, right and left. I don't see any more black border, something that we have with all the other VR headsets. And that is just, wow, breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. Also now, looking around here, yeah, I can definitely see that I don't see distortions here. That's my first impression. I told you last time when I did the Pimax, what was it, 8KX preview, that it felt a bit like I'm wearing somebody else's glasses, where something is off. So I don't have this something is off problem here at all. It's just as if I am in another headset like the Index, but with that huge FOV. So that is really cool. That is nice. In terms of colors, yes, OLED colors. And in terms of resolution, without a doubt, this does not look as good as, for example, the Pimax 8KX or even the Index. So yes, this is probably like, it's already like 2 years old, and for sure, in the meantime, the displays simply looking better now. But well, I have to see this in game, right? So I'm here only in the SteamVR home, and just to have this huge FOV is amazing. Wow, really cool, really, really cool. Yeah, well, I can't wait to try out Alex, Boneworks, and all these games here. And for sure, I will tell you all about that. So yeah, incredible. Really, really incredible. One thing that I can tell you is that the SteamVR home environment was not made with this huge FOV in mind. And why can I tell you so? Well, I can tell so because some of the objects stop to render when they are in my peripheral vision, right? Because normally they don't have to be rendered for the normal 110 degrees FOV headsets. But here, well, I see that they stop to render, so they will disappear and then they will reappear once I look more into their direction. So that is like one thing that comes to mind right now. And well, I have to see how other games deal with this, or how other content is dealing with this little problem. Other than this, right now my first impression, wow, incredible. No distortion. I feel just like I'm wearing one of these 110 degrees VR headsets, distortion-wise, but with a huge FOV now, and definitely not the problem that people have with the Pimax headsets where things are distorted. So this is incredible. All right, so this truly is exciting. That huge FOV where you don't even see any kind of black border on the right or left anymore, and then having this huge FOV without any distortion. So it's good that I couldn't see anything right now in SteamVR Home. And well, I can't wait to try more content to see if there's really absolutely no distortions whatsoever. So as I just told you as well, resolution-wise, this is okay, but definitely it does not look as good as, for example, the picture quality of the Valve Index. But it still looks good, and I'm definitely going to show you through the lens videos and pictures later here on this channel. So that's something that you can look forward to. Alright, that's it for my unboxing video of the StarVR One, this time including my very early first impressions of the device after just having connected it for the very first time. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up, and of course definitely subscribe to this channel, MRTV Business, and also subscribe to my other channel, MRTV, because definitely on both channels I'm going to give you more content about the StarVR One. Now I would really like to hear from you. What do you think about the StarVR One? Is this an interesting device, probably for your business? Please do let me know. I'm absolutely looking forward to read your comment. That's it for this video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one.